WWE WrestleMania 41 Live. CM Punk, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in huge main event. WrestleMania 41, the grandest stage of them all. And this year, history is being written in bold, blood-red letters as three titans of modern-day wrestling step into the spotlight: CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. One ring, one main event, one legacy to define. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our full breakdown of WWE WrestleMania 41 Live, the most anticipated main event in years, where CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins clash in a colossal triple threat match that will shake the foundations of sports entertainment. The road to WrestleMania 41 has been turbulent, emotional, and full of jaw-dropping twists. It all began at the 2024 Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins, then the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, was on a dominant run. Roman Reigns, still holding tight to his tribal chief aura, was managing the fallout of losing the undisputed Universal title to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. And then, out of the smoke, out of the shadows, CM Punk returned. CM Punk made his WWE comeback in late 2023, and it sent shockwaves across the industry. The man who once walked out of the company in defiance was back, this time with one goal in mind: to finish what he started. Punk entered the Royal Rumble and fought his way to the Final Four. But in a stunning twist of fate, he was eliminated by none other than Seth Rollins. That moment sparked a personal vendetta, one that would fuel the coming fire. As WrestleMania season heated up, tensions between Punk, Reigns, and Rollins reached a boiling point. Seth Rollins, the ever-confident architect, called Punk a relic of the past, and claimed WWE had moved on. Roman Reigns, back with renewed purpose and a desire to reclaim his throne, labeled both men as pretenders. And Punk, he stood in the center, defiant as ever, promising to burn down the tribal kingdom and silence the so-called visionary. The fans were divided. CM Punk brought the heart, Rollins brought the passion, Roman brought the presence, and all three had one thing in common: a deep, personal hatred for each other. This wasn't just a main event. This was a generational war. For Seth Rollins, this was about respect. For years, he was the workhorse, the Iron Man, the champion who carried Monday Night Raw. But he'd never been the closing match of a WrestleMania alongside names like Punk and Roman. This was his shot to prove he belongs in the same breath as the greatest. For Roman Reigns, this was redemption. He had lost the title, lost the Bloodline's power grip, and many believed his era had ended. But in his eyes, it was far from over. This was a resurrection, a return to dominance. And for CM Punk, this was legacy. After a decade away from the company, a failed MMA run, and years of controversy, Punk wanted one thing: to go out on his own terms, in the main event of WrestleMania, with the world watching. This was his storybook ending, our final heartbreak. Now let's talk about the match. WrestleMania 41, live from Las Vegas, saw over 70,000 fans pack Allegiant Stadium. And when the bell rang, the atmosphere was electric. Seth Rollins entered with all the pageantry and flair he's known for: flashy gear, a full choir, and that infectious energy. Roman Reigns returned to his roots, walking slowly through the smoke, oozing confidence. And CM Punk, simplicity, grit, a man focused on war. The opening moments were explosive. Rollins and Punk teamed up briefly to take out Roman, but alliances quickly dissolved. Kicks, counters, spears, GTS, every move had the crowd on the edge of their seats. At one point, Roman delivered a double Superman punch to both men, nearly pinning Rollins for the win. But Punk kicked out of a spear. Rollins countered the GTS with a stomp. Then, chaos. A surprise interference attempt by Solo Sikoa nearly tipped the scales. But in an incredible twist, Jey Uso emerged from the crowd to even the odds. Solo and Jey brawled to the back, leaving the battlefield to the three gladiators where it belonged. With the ring cleared, the final minutes were pure drama. CM Punk nailed Rollins with a Pepsi plunge from the second rope, a move we hadn't seen in WWE in years. But as he crawled for the pin, Roman Reigns pulled the referee out of the ring. Furious, Punk confronted Roman, only to be met with a devastating spear through the barricade. Roman dragged Punk back into the ring, but before he could make the cover, Rollins sprang to life and hit a stomp on Reigns. 1, 2, kick out. The crowd was thunderous. 3 warriors refusing to stay down. Then, out of nowhere, Punk hit a GTS on Rollins. Roman tried to intercept, but Punk rolled him into the Anaconda Vice. Roman didn't tap, but he passed out. 1, 2, 3, CM Punk, after all the years, all the chaos, all the controversy, finally stood tall. The main event, WrestleMania, victory. After the bell, the crowd stood in shock. Punk sat in the center of the ring, tears in his eyes, clutching the World Heavyweight Championship. Rollins rolled out, defeated but respected. Roman, still unconscious, was helped by medics, perhaps signaling the true end of the Tribal Chief era. This WrestleMania moment wasn't just a win. It was a full circle. CM Punk, the voice of the voiceless, had finally earned the storybook ending he deserved. So what happens next? Seth Rollins, still beloved by the fans, will undoubtedly bounce back. A redemption arc could be coming for SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, however, his future is uncertain. Rumors swirl about retirement, a Hollywood career, or perhaps one last match against someone from his bloodline past. And Punk, will he defend the title like a true champion, or is this the final chapter? Final thoughts. WrestleMania 41 will go down in history. Not just for the action. Not just for the drama. But for the raw emotion. 3 of WWE's biggest stars gave us a match that reminded the world why this sport, this spectacle, matters. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins told a story years in the making. And they did it on the biggest stage of them all. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more wrestling content every week. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Did Punk deserve the win? Is Roman done for good? What's next for Rollins? WWE WrestleMania 41 Live. CM Punk, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in huge main event. WrestleMania 41, the grandest stage of them all. And this year, history is being written in bold, blood-red letters as 3 titans of modern-day wrestling step into the spotlight. CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. 1 ring, 1 main event, 1 legacy to define. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our full breakdown of WWE WrestleMania 41 Live, the most anticipated main event in years, where CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins clash in a colossal triple threat match that will shake the foundations of sports entertainment. The road to WrestleMania 41 has been turbulent, emotional, and full of jaw-dropping twists. It all began at the 2024 Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins, then the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, was on a dominant run. Roman Reigns, still holding tight to his Tribal Chief aura, was managing the fallout of losing the undisputed Universal title to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. And then, out of the